Hi, Leanne here from Reboot Mindset Coaching, and today we're talking about keeping your kids' room tidy. Miracles can happen. It's actually not as hard as you think it would be. It's all in how they process information. So, for example, is your child a big chunker or a small chunker? Well, first of all, let's determine whether you're a big chunker or a small chunker. So how do we know? For example, let's just say that I was your boss and you worked for me, and I said to you, hey, 35 people from the Perth office are coming down next Tuesday. I want you to plan a lunch. Now, the way that you answer that question determines whether you're a big chunker or a small chunker. So what is the difference? Well, a big chunker can handle big amounts of information without getting overwhelmed. So they're going to respond to that lunch question with something like, no worries, give me a credit card. So a small chunker, and it's really important to notice here that one is not better than the other. So big versus small, hey, in some areas of our life, big is better, small is better. But in this case, it's just different. So a small chunker to that question is going to ask things like, sure, are there any dietary requirements? Is it hot food or is it cold food? Are we sitting down or are we standing? Is it a hot meal or is it finger food? So you can see here, so really a big chunker and a small chunker simply relates to how you process information. So for example, let's relate it to your kids. When you say to your kids, clean your room, and nothing happens, it's because, well, I'm mind reading here, but I'm assuming it's because they're little chunkers. Little chunks of something. So break it down. Break it down. So try this. Instead of saying to them, clean your room, because what happens is they look at that and they go, oh, it's too big. It's too big a task. It's overwhelming. They don't know what to do with it. So, hey, as you've already realized, they do nothing with it. So break it down and say to them instead, hey, I'd like you to pick 3 areas of your room to clean today, or 2 areas, or even 1, depending on what their age is. And you know what? They're going to be able to handle that. So let's just say that you say, okay, which 2 areas of your room are you going to clean today? Just pick 2 areas. They might say, okay, I'll clean my desk and I'll pick my shoes up. Cool. Let them go with that, okay? Don't show any judgment on what they choose. The fact that they're negotiating with you shows that they're little chunkers and suddenly they know what you're talking about. Let them do that. You may find that with some kids, not going into that sense of overwhelm means they're probably going to do more anyway. But if they don't, hey, start there. Every second day, what new 2 things are you going to do or fix in your room? And this actually applies all through your life as well. Just imagine when it comes to that time of year and it's time to do your tax. Do your tax. Some people are just like, okay, I'm not one of them. I don't know if you're one of them. I'm not one of them. Other people are going to be like, ugh. But if you break it down into small enough chunks, into steps, it actually becomes manageable. So, okay, let's get all the receipts together. End of story. That's it. Okay, we can do that. Break it down into chunks, because this is what overwhelm is. Overwhelm is when you want to know step by step by step, but someone gives you the big picture. Or if you're a big picture person and someone starts breaking it down step by step, you're going to be like, what's the purpose here? So when you're talking to someone and you're like, I had this really, really great idea. Let's do this. And they go, okay, but how are we going to do it? Then, they're a small chunker. They like to know the step by step by step by step. A lot of people are actually like, give me the end product and then give me the steps. Other people are, no, give me the steps and then we'll see where we're going. There is no wrong way to process information. But once you get really curious with how other people process information, you can actually speak to them in that language and they don't get overwhelmed. So if you've got someone in your life, whether they're an adult or a child, who is continually not listening to you, it's actually got nothing to do with them. It's how you're conveying your information, and you need to get clear on what it is that they need to hear, or the language that they need to hear your message in. I'd really love to know how you go with the kids' bedroom challenge. Ask them tonight or over the weekend, hey, I just want you to clean 2 parts of your bedroom. What will they be? Now, you're probably going to get some smart little kids that are going to say, okay, I'm going to clean this tiny bit here, and then I'm going to clean that little tiny bit there. That's okay. Let them go with that. You're talking their language. Suddenly it's not overwhelming. I'd love for you to drop me a comment and let me know how it goes. And also, let me know how you go identifying other people's absorption of information style. Let me know if you're a big chunker, big picture, or a little chunker, step by step by step. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.